want to ask you is honestly, and I don't know, to be honest, how honestly you can answer this. Does Survivor have a problem with women? I just feel like everything, all of the innovations, all the things that Survivor has done to evolve the game in the past 2-3 years has all favored men. And I feel like the show likes men better.
Well, I would be careful with that. I think that that not all men. For instance, if you are a man who is not playing a traditional alpha male type game, then I don't think that you are necessarily favored. But I do think that the show is favoring people who have gone and played a more aggressive type of game that's out there. And, it has not gone without being noticed by me. We are now on a run of 4 consecutive male winners, which I believe ties the longest streak in the show's run, where I think that from 12 to 15, I think we had 4 male winners in a row. And that one is the more of the outlier to me. But this one definitely does feel like, we had where even though Chrissy won immunities, Ben was able to find idols. And then, we had, Wendell and Nick, I think, is harder to necessarily, put under this rubric of what we're looking at. But then here comes Chris, and he comes back and wins challenges.
I just think that it's amazing since, they started this Final Four fire making challenges, and with the advent of more advantages and idols in the game, it's not a surprise to me that the last 4 winners have been men.
Yeah. Although 3 out of the 4 people were men, and Julie ends up being in the finals, and she ends up getting no votes. So I don't know necessarily if it's if the right woman got to the end, if it would be a different story. But I definitely hear what you're saying.
I mean, the thing I'll say is that it's become more advantage and idol focused, right? No question about that. They're putting more advantages. They're putting more idols back into the game. And, one of the things we've seen in the past couple seasons, last season being a great example, was women realizing that men were finding the predominance of these advantages and idols. Now, I think part of that is because of the way that the groups kind of naturally fall into traditional gender dynamics, where it's like the women are back at camp and the guys are going out foraging, and like they kind of have more of like the cover to like look for idols as a result. And I think, and hopefully we see that changing, where the women aren't doing that anymore, right? They're going out and hunting for idols just as much as the guys are. And so hopefully that awareness does maybe shift that style.